Thank you very much for coming down, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate it. For myself and young Heather Maloney, give her a big round of applause as well. I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep, and possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations I know will be alright. Perhaps it's just imagination. Day after day, it reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Alone between the sheets only brings exasperation. It's time to walk the streets, smell the desperation. At least there's pretty lights, and though there's little variation, it nullifies the night from overkill. Day after day, it reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Come back another day. Especially at night, I worry over situations that I know would be alright. It's just overkill. Day after day, it reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Ghosts appear and fade away. Ghosts appear and fade away. Play a song now that Paul McCartney likes. I know that because he told me. I don't know him very well, but I met him a few times, and he came to a show of mine, 2000, in a place called Largo, Hollywood. It was when he was first dating Heather Mills. Give you an idea how long ago it was. 16 years ago. I was playing there myself, just doing a show like this, only to, you know, probably 150 people. And I was standing upstairs waiting to go on, and the doorman ran upstairs. And Flanagan, the guy that owns the club, was standing there with me. And he said, "Fucking McCartney's in the room." And I go, "Oh, yeah, sure. And Flanagan said, "He is actually." I said, "Is he?" He said, "Yeah." My first thought was, what took him so long? But to be honest, I don't even know whether he came to see me or whether he just happened to come and I was playing. But I built it up in my mind over the last 16 years to the point where he did come and see me. So I went downstairs, and I was just about walking. I just walked through the kitchen, a small place, and I walked just out of the club, and he was just standing there. He was just standing there, you know. And he spoke to me. He goes, "Hey, great man, yeah, really cool, yeah, great. Hey, we're a bit jet lagged, you know." He said, "We might have to go." He said, "I thought you were going to come on a bit earlier. Don't get offended if we leave." I said, "That's okay." He said, "Don't worry." I said, "Stay for 2 songs." He goes, "Right, okay, great. So I thought, if there's any night I have to be on my game, it's tonight. So I played, and they stayed the whole night, both of them. And they took an album of mine home, and they liked it, wrote to me about it. And I had a little a few things that happened in between, but a few years later, they called me again. I was playing in Hollywood. I was playing in a place called the Canyon Club in Agoura Hills, California. And they wrote to me and said, "Want to come to your show on Saturday night?" I said, "Okay, great. It's exciting." So they did. They came, 3 of them, McCartney, Heather, and her sister. Told the band. They were all excited about it. Played the show. And then afterwards, I took the band up to meet them in this VIP bar. And we walked into this VIP bar, and it was like the bar from The Shining. There's fucking nobody in it except for the barman and McCartney. McCartney's just standing there at the bar by himself. We just walked in, and I says, "There's fucking McCartney standing over there," and the band go, "Hmm." And he goes, "Hey fellas, come on over here and have a drink." "Yeah, great, really cool, man, yeah, great." Every note was a winner. And he held court for about an hour, 2 hours maybe, telling stories. The band were mesmerised. And then I just found myself at one point standing there talking to him by myself. And I suddenly thought, fuck, what do you say to a Beatle? I was just standing there. And he said to me, so I said to him, "What are you doing over here at the moment?" He said, "Oh, I'm finishing a record, you know." I said, "Oh, all right." So it takes a bit longer than making the old records, doesn't it? He goes, "Oh, yeah." I said, "In the old days?" He said, "Yeah." Then he proceeded to tell me what it was like in the old days. Well, I could have stayed there all night. He said, "Yeah, I heard of a song, you know. I just finished it, and I'd go and pick up John. We'd get on the bus, take the bus to the studio, and I'd show him the song, and he'd have a song too. He'd show me the song. They get to the studio, and George and Ringo hadn't even heard the songs. I'd play the songs, and George would cup the chords, and Ringo would tap on a tape. And then a man with a white coat would come in and say, "Right, lads, you're up." And we'd have to go and record the song right there and then. We'd do a couple like that before lunch, a couple after lunch. It's fast, you know, really fast. And I said, yeah, that is fast. Then there was a pause in the conversation. And they said, "I want to come to your house." I said, "You want to come to my house?" And they said, "Yeah." I said, well, I'm going on tour on Thursday. He said, well, we'll come on Wednesday. I said, okay. I said, do you want me to make you something to eat? And they said, yeah. And I said, okay. So yeah, you could say you're coming for dinner then, is that what you're saying? And they said, yeah. I said, okay. So they came on the Wednesday. She came a bit earlier to hang out with my wife. He came at 8 o'clock as he said he would, and I came up from the studio and I was just kind of coming up. I'm standing there looking up, and I see this guy coming whistling down the driveway. And I just had one of those private moments to myself. I thought back to Scotland and all those days, and I would see have the posters on the wall. See George playing on the poster and trying to figure out what chord he was playing on the poster. Just had a wee private moment. I just thought, I think Paul McCartney's walking down my driveway. And he got down and he goes, hey, great, yeah, really cool, man, yeah, great. I said, come in, mind your step. And he came in, and we chatted about many, many things. Diana Doors, Britain's answer to Marilyn Monroe, Blackpool, Butlins holiday camps, bleak things that happened in Britain in the 50s. I made them dinner, I made them Peruvian rice, Cuban beans, all manner of things, vegetarian. It was just a few people, 6 people, something. And when we finished eating, he picked up all the plates, took the plates out of the kitchen. He started running all the plates under the tap. And I had another private moment to myself. I just looked into the kitchen and just thought, Paul McCartney's doing my dishes. Did a crap job too, just left. It's a token effort. Any minute now, my ship is coming in. I keep checking the horizon, and I stand on the bow, feel the waves come crashing. Crashing down, down, down on me. And you say, be still, my love. Open up your heart, let the light shine in. Don't you understand? I already have a plan. I'm waiting for my real life to begin. When I woke today, suddenly, nothing happened. But in my dreams, I slew the dragon and down this beaten path, up this cobbled lane. I'm walking in my old footsteps once again. And you say, just be here now, forget about the past, Your mask is wearing thin. Just let me throw one more dice. I know that I can win. I'm waiting for my real life to begin. Cause any minute now, my ship is coming in. I keep checking the horizon, and I check my machine, sure to be that cold. It's gonna happen soon, soon, oh so very soon. It's just the times are lean, and you say, be still my love, open up your heart, let the light shine in. Don't you understand? Oh, waiting for my real life to begin. Yeah. But on a clear day, I can see for a long way. Yeah, on a clear day, I can see. See